Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to a Guild Wars 2 Online PvP match commentary. It's Friday the 5th of October and today we've got an engineer build for you. We've had a few requests for one, so we're going to be playing this, and we're also going to feature an engineer build on Monday, I believe, in our PvP strategy analysis, so don't forget to check that out. It's going to be the same build as this, but we're going to break it down a bit better. For this match though, we're just going to commentate on the gameplay. So the blue team have made a 4-1 split, one person capping the henge, the other four going straight for the chieftain. One at the back you can see on the minimap who's defending us. We've got the a warrior coming in there, and a thief assisting them as well. So they've got two players of the red team came across to try to steal, but they were too slow because of the big push from the blue team to send a lot of players there very quickly. It's basically playing it safe. You're not going to gain anything from doing it because obviously the blue team took the risk. They lost their two players, but they did manage to cap their keep and get their boss, whereas we got the same but we didn't lose any players. So it's a mismatch really. You don't really know quite whether it's worth it. It's just a decision different teams make. Coming up to the keep now, we've got a ranger coming to engage us with a lynx pet by the look of it. So we're going to have to engage against them. They dropped down, which is not the best move really. I mean, they stopped us capping the point, but they could have waited on a little bit longer than that, I think, as well. Obviously gives them they're very risky coming down here. That warrior has returned. He's jumping in there with 100 blades combo, trying to bring us down to HP, but our guardian drops his shield with number 5 in there to block that. We've laid down the healing rain using our number 5 skill on the elixir gun, switching over to the bombs before being brought down. We've got some support coming from our teammates. Going to get a clutch revive now, so good play from them indeed, and the blue team managed to cap the keep. So this is actually a very quick game, by the way. It's not very long, as you probably noticed by the length of the video. The blue team do fantastic work and really dominate the match from here on in. That was a big turning point though, that fight. They're getting the quick caps and not losing any players at the beginning made a massive difference, as allowed them to move on. So we're going to go and check on the henge. The reason we're doing this is basically because we've dropped them now at the keep, and we've dropped them, and they've got the mine secured. We've got no players by the mine. It's likely they'll send players towards the henge. It would be a standard move that you'd expect to make. We're going to go up this back area. This basically allows us to keep an eye on the point of actually being necessarily in view. We could hide behind the pillars if we wanted to. Get some line of sight and stuff like that. It gives us a bit of a positioning advantage if anyone does come over. Unfortunately, no one does, so we're going to move over towards the mine. So yeah, this is what I mean about the blue team really dominating. They've taken some really strong map control now. So we've got the beaches all nice and secure. They haven't sent any players that way, and you can see by looking at the mini-map, they sent some players towards the keep and have been engaged by 3 of our players up there who are really dominating that fight. We check on the fight with a quick camera look. No one there. We check on their base. No one coming out of there. Just make sure it's nice and secure before we move on towards the keep. So you can see now by the mini-map we've got 2 players there going down for the red team. So the blues doing fantastically well, racking up even more score, and they've also managed to neutralise now over at the mine. There's a player inside the red base. I think one of the players may not have been playing throughout the entire match. Not quite sure exactly what it was all about. 3 players there from the red team engaging, so now we've got a big team fight, and this is going to be very important, this next engagement. Opening up with our rifle, the number 2 skill, which immobilises, switching over to the elixir gun to lay down the number 5 for some healing rain. This also gives us condition removal through the combo field of shooting projectiles, as you can see us doing now, trying to remove that stack of bleeds off of us. Again, we're getting it down slowly but surely, but it's not really helping massively. Switching over to get our heal up on our one of our utility belt skills. And now we're in the bomb set. So the bomb set is the most important part of this. As I said before, it basically heals you and your allies for every explosion you get around you. We've also got traits that make the bomb's explosions larger, so they obviously heal on a larger radius, and they also have increased damage and stuff like that as well. So they're really strong, and basically this build has so much healing power that you can support your teammates as well as yourself. So it works well. It's both a skirmisher, a team fight for like capturing points, as well as just playing it by yourself. So we're going to focus on that warrior who popped into frenzy to try and bring down our teammate and spike him down very quickly. Frenzy currently for the warrior basically it means they take double the damage, so you want to focus them as soon as they be using that. This was just a pug match as well. This is not only just random teams, so we can see the communication that just naturally happens through players' movements and stuff. And you'll notice that being a very key factor in this match. So we're pinging over at Svania, trying to get our teammates to go over there to support us, to bring that down very quickly. As we've got such a secure leader, we've just brought down a group of their players. It's going to take them a while to respawn. I believe they'll be coming back up at 38, so they're coming up about now. They've just respawned. We're on Svania, so we'll be able to bring it down hopefully before they get too much of a big push out of their capture point. So we laid down our utility belt skill for the bomb set there, sorry, the explosion is the number 2 utility belt skill, which is basically a massive knockback around the area radius of the bomb. Really effective skill for those controlling points and getting these bosses. This build is definitely capable of killing those bosses fairly effectively, as it has quite a bit of power, as well as obviously the healing power to keep us sustained. So we're checking back on the beach now because they've been beating against us over at the mine for a long time, so it's likely they're going to push towards the henge. We've checked that point, it doesn't seem to be alright. Seems there was a thief around somewhere, but they seem to have vanished now. Coming back to check on the henge, and the chieftain is up as well, so we're going to be able to push up towards the chieftain and bring that down, which will get the blue team the victory in this match. So yeah, we're going to run through this build on Monday using a strategy analysis style video where we break down the combat and stuff like that, as well as looking at the actual build itself and how you can copy it if you are interested in having a build very similar to this. And we look at also what you can change and stuff like that as well, and basically tactics that you can use with this build, and also just any engineer build in general. So check that out on Monday. Good play here from the blue team, a fantastic match. Thank you all very much.